All right, guys, so this is probably the shortest video that I have out of all the Call of Duty Modern Warfare videos. If you guys missed the previous one, which we showcased about 10 plus minutes of gameplay, raw gameplay, make sure you check it out. There's a lot of useful information in that video, and it's just beautiful. Okay, so if you missed it, go check it out. The link will be down in the description. In this video, we're going to focus on attachments. Sadly, I'm not able to show you everything that I was able to see. I can only show you two weapons, and that's the AK47 and the M4. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at all of the attachments that you can pretty much put in your weapons. In this case, the AK47 and the M4. When you find yourself in the Gunsmith mode, you're going to see about 5 little empty circles on top, and each circle pretty much represents how many attachments you can put. So it's pretty much like an attachment slot. In this game, the attachments affect weapons completely different from one another. For instance, the AK-74 is not in the game, but you can get the AK-47 and pretty much turn it into an AK-74U, which is really insane. And they showed us that at the event, and we were all like, holy shit, this is the real deal. Now, these attachments have pros and they have cons. So you can put a long barrel on a weapon and you may get 2 pros, but then you'll get 1 con, or vice versa. You'll get 2 pros. I mean, you get 1 pro or 2 cons. It's pretty much going to make you think as a player when you're customizing your class setup, what type of player am I? Am I a rusher? Okay, then I'm really going to have to try and like get these attachments that are going to benefit me as a rusher, because you are going to be affected. It's not just about getting positive things out of attachments. You're gonna get something positive, but you're also gonna get a negative, and you gotta make sure that the positive outweighs the negative, which is really gonna be interesting again when it comes to creating these weapon class setups. Now, in this Call of Duty, when it comes to attachments and class setups, there's actually other ways in which you can upgrade your class setup. Not only just the attachments, but there's 2 other things. There's one thing called weapon perks, and there's another thing called field upgrades. Field upgrades is more like a soldier type of thing, but it still works for you when you're using your weapons in your class setup, and you can pretty much mix it with however you feel it's going to fit your class setup best. Over at the Call of Duty event when I played, I was actually able to use some of these field upgrades. And if you watched my previous video on the Modern Warfare multiplayer, which I'll link it down in the description if you haven't seen it, in that actual gameplay at the bottom right hand side, if you paid attention, you'll see a little bar followed by like a magazine icon. And what happens is that bar refills itself up, and once it does, you can equip a magazine with stopping power rounds, which do extra damage. And as soon as you put those rounds in your gun, you feel the difference. You feel how fast you can take down people. It is absolutely insane. Keep in mind that currently there's about 5 or 6 different field upgrades, and they all recharge at a different rate depending on what it is. Obviously, the stopping power rounds recharge a little bit slower because it's very powerful. So obviously, in order for it to be balanced, it doesn't recharge immediately or, you know, super fast. Now, in addition to all of your weapon attachments, there's also something called weapon perks. For instance, right here we have some weapon perks, and the first one being FMJ. FMJ actually increases the bullet penetration and damage against equipment and kill streaks. You also have frangible, and bullets cause target healing to be briefly delayed. In addition to that, sleight of hand is back, but it is now a weapon perk, and it pretty much increases your reload speed when you're under pressure. Another weapon perk is fast melee, which pretty much allows you to melee quicker. Mo money gives you extra XP for headshots, and then you have presence of mind, which is pretty much infinite hold breath. Now, that is for a specific type of weapon. Every single weapon has weapon perks that kind of vary depending on what type of weapon it is. So let me know what you guys think. I'm going to leave you with the rest of the gameplay. I'm going to play it back from the beginning so you guys can take a look at it, look at all the weapon pros and cons as I change through these attachments. Sadly, I cannot show you everything that I was able to capture. I got to follow the rules here, but let me know what you think. Do you like the whole weapons pros and cons? In the comments, let me know. I think it's cool. It makes everything better and more, I guess, more diverse. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see what type of weapon class setups we come up with. And yeah,